Hello, hello, beautiful souls, and welcome back to Next Level You podcast. So, if you're listening to this, there is a high probability that maybe you're sitting in a corporate job or traditional job and you feel like it's slowly draining the life out of you. And maybe you feel like you're meant to do more, but you have no idea what in the hell that would be. Or maybe you have a business idea or you've had like the inklings of one. But every time you think about actually leaving and actually implementing that, your chest tightens and you talk yourself out of it, or you end up telling yourself, no, 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 not yet. Well, if that's you, then today's episode is speaking directly to you. Or maybe you've actually already started a side hustle of some kind. Maybe you actually went for it, but you're just calling it a part-time gig or a side hustle. You're not actually owning the fact that you're going after something that could have the potential to be a huge full-time business for you. I see you. I've worked with dozens of women just like you, brilliant women, capable women, ambitious women who feel trapped in those golden handcuffs of corporate while their souls are literally screaming for something more and something different. So today's episode isn't about shame. It isn't about pressuring you. It's just about talking about the truth. And the truth is, you already know you're meant for more. The question is, what's keeping you stuck? What's keeping you there? That's what I want to talk to you guys about today. What it's really costing you when you choose to stay where you're at, when you choose to stay in corporate, when you choose to stay in that traditional job, even though you're burnt out, drained, unhappy, lacking fulfillment. Let's go there. So, at the time of recording this, like I said, it's mid January. This actually won't be airing until early to mid February. And I am launching in February a group coaching program. And if what I'm talking about today intrigues you, I strongly encourage you to reach out to me. That program might be exactly what you need. Also, if you're intrigued, head over to my website. It's in the show notes. There is a ton of information. My website just got revamped. I had a whole facelift done over the holidays, and I have a bunch of information about this group coaching program in there so you can see if it feels like a good fit for you on the website. All right, let's just dive in. So, I want you to know if what I described before is speaking directly to you, if it feels like, oh my gosh, did Steph just read a page out of my journal or my diary? I don't know if people even have diaries still today, but maybe your journal. If I had to guess, you might be, I don't know, in your late 20s or early 30s, mid to late 30s, maybe early 40s. If I had to guess, you've probably been in corporate for anywhere from 5 to 10, maybe 15 years. Maybe you've worked on climbing the ladder in the corporate world. Maybe you've even gotten promoted. You've had a change in title. You've had a salary bump. If I had to guess, on paper, your life looks very successful. You have a stable job, stable income, great benefits, maybe a 401k. That all sounds really, really freaking great. I've had all of that before. It is great. But inside, it doesn't feel great. Inside, you're dying. You're unhappy. You're lacking fulfillment. Does that sound like anybody you know? On Sunday evenings, you get what I like to call the Sunday scaries every single week. It's literally that pit in your stomach that starts usually around like 3 p.m. on Sundays. And it doesn't usually go away until Friday at 5. There's dread. You dread logging onto your laptop in the morning. Feels like putting chains up. You're exhausted, not just tired. You're exhausted. Like your soul is tired. No amount of sleep can fix it for you because it's broken. The system is broken. Maybe there's resentment building inside of you. You watch the clock, you count down the hours while you're at work, the days until the weekend is there, until your next vacation, until retirement. And you just think to yourself, is this really it? Is this all there is to life? Again, does this sound like you? Maybe you experience guilt because you know you should be grateful. You have this great job with all these great benefits. People would kill for this. People would kill for my job for these benefits. But still, you can't shake the feeling that you're living somebody else's life. This isn't what I want for myself. I want more. Does this sound like somebody familiar? So what you're doing, let me know if this resonates. You're scrolling Instagram during meetings. You're looking at women who've left corporate and built their own businesses. And maybe inside you recognize there's a little bit of jealousy, or maybe you're inspired by them, but at the same time terrified. Maybe in your free time, you end up Googling how to start a business, or you're lying in bed at night Googling how to start a business, especially after having one of those soul crushing days. Maybe you find yourself daydreaming about what it would feel like to wake up without an alarm, to work on something that you actually genuinely care about, and you don't have to ask permission to have time off anymore. Maybe these are things you daydream about in your free time. Or like I said before, maybe you've already started a side hustle, but you're exhausted because you're trying to build that on top of your 40 to 60-hour corporate week. And it all just feels impossible to you, like you're never going to get caught up. And what I know about you, if all of this resonates, what I know about you is that deep down, you are meant for more. And you know there's a business idea inside of you. There's something aligned, something meaningful, impactful even. And you know that staying where you're at, staying put, is slowly killing you inside. But at the same time, you're terrified to leave. And there's that fear that's just keeping you stuck. Okay. If you're listening to me so far and you're nodding along as I'm talking, you're not alone. Okay. This is literally exactly who I created this group coaching program for. It's called the Quantum Shift Method. That's literally who I created it for. There's reasons why you feel stuck. Okay. There are exact fears and blocks that are keeping you trapped, but there's reasons why you haven't taken that leap yet. Reason number one, financial security. I'm assuming you've had thoughts like, what if I can't make enough money if I leave? What if I lose everything that I built? What if I leave and it doesn't work out and then I have to come crawling back? How embarrassing. The truth, though, your corporate job might feel secure, but it's actually not. You could be laid off tomorrow. The truth is, we're all dispensable in that world. The security that you think you have, it's just an illusion. Because the real security is what you get from knowing that you can create income on your own terms, doing something you actually want to be doing. Another reason that you're blocked or that you feel stuck, not knowing what business to start. Maybe you have all of these ideas that have swirled around in your head, but you don't even know which one to pick or which one is meant for you. Maybe you've had the thought of, I don't even know what I'd do if I left. Or you've had the thought of, what if I pick the wrong thing and I end up burnt out again? The truth, the clarity that you're waiting for won't actually come before you start. The clarity comes as you start. And there's a process to uncovering what's actually soul aligned to you. I incorporate that process into my group coaching program. There's another reason you're staying put. There's another fear that's blocking you. It's called imposter syndrome. So maybe you've had thoughts like, who am I to start a business? I'm not an expert. Nobody's going to pay me for that. But the truth, you've been conditioned by corporate or traditional jobs to believe that you need permission or credentials or validation. But the version of you who's ready to build a business is already inside of you. You just need to claim her, whether it's been validated or not, whether there's credentials there or not. You just need to claim her. Another block or fear that you might be holding on to is because your nervous system is completely dysregulated. What most people don't realize is that your body is keeping you stuck in corporate, even when your mind knows that you want to leave. Your nervous system equates to paychecks with safety. Every time you get a paycheck, your nervous system makes that mean safety. Entrepreneurship equals uncertainty, which tells your brain, eek, danger, falling rocks, curves up ahead. But that's not true. But that's what your brain thinks. That's what corporate and society has conditioned you to believe. And every time you think about leaving, your body goes into that fight or flight mode. Your chest tightens, your mind spirals, and you talk yourself out of it. But the truth is, you can't make that leap until you learn to regulate your nervous system. Your nervous system needs to be able to tolerate the uncertainty of entrepreneurship. This is just biology, you guys. It's not weakness, though. That's different. That's two different things. Another block that's likely coming up for you is probably a whole list of limiting beliefs that have been conditioned into your brain for years. Things like, I have to work hard to be valuable. Rest is lazy. If I'm not busy, I'm not productive. I don't deserve success unless I suffer for it. Seriously, I used to believe those things. I cannot believe I used to believe some of those things. The truth is, these beliefs were programmed into you by a system that literally profits from you being exhausted. They're not your actual beliefs, and you can rewrite them or rewire them. Another block or fear, and this is the final one that I'm going to share with you guys today, is not wanting to rebuild corporate toxicity in your own business. It's not that you just want to escape corporate. You want to build something different, something that feels more aligned, something sustainable, but you have no idea how. You don't even know where to start. You've never taken a business course. You don't even know that first step. And so because of all of that, you're terrified that you're going to recreate the same burnout that you've been living in corporate. And I get it because I once had that fear as well. But the truth is, you can build a business that does not burn you out. You just need to learn how. Not a lot of people teach this, but I do in my group coaching program. You guys, these fears aren't signs that you're not ready. Okay. They're signs that you just need support, that you need a roadmap, that you need someone who's been there and can show you the way. It's literally why I invested in coaches when I started my private practice, because I needed a roadmap. That's a big reason why I started the programs I started. I want to talk to you about the cost of choosing to stay in your corporate or traditional job, because I really want you to see the real cost of not making the leap and going after a business of your dreams potentially. So if you choose to stay and not take that leap, what it's costing you is your health, your joy, your relationships, potentially, your potential, and your soul. Now, let me dive into this a little bit more. It's costing you your health. If you're staying in a job where you're burnt out, therefore your nervous system is dysregulated, which means you're in fight or flight damn near every day. Your body is in a state of chronic stress. Do you have any idea what that does to your adrenal glands? That's not what I'm here to talk to you guys about today, but that's a whole nother rabbit hole I can go down with you. You're likely suffering from anxiety, maybe a little bit of insomnia, which because of some of that, you might be experiencing digestive issues, especially if you have anxiety. Like I said before, burnout, your body literally is screaming at you to leave. It's costing you your joy. You've likely forgotten what it feels like to wake up excited. You've likely forgotten what lights you up inside. You're just functioning day in and day out from survival mode. That's not actually living, okay? That's a really poor quality of living. Staying in this job is potentially costing you relationships. You're probably more irritable with family and friends. You are distracted and exhausted when you're not working. You don't have the energy to be present with the people you love. All of that can cost you relationships. Staying is costing you your potential. Every day you choose to stay is a day that you are not building the life you actually want. And time is the one thing that you can't get back in this life. And it's also costing you your soul. You're not honoring who you are meant to be. You're not honoring what you were placed on this earth to do. You're playing small. You're dimming your light. And deep down, you know this, okay? You just let those fears override it. There's also a cost to opportunity. While you're waiting for the quote, perfect time to leave, other women are making that leap and thriving and potentially running with your exact same idea, potentially. While you're telling yourself, not yet, 3 more years, then I will. While you're telling yourself that, your dream clients are hiring somebody else. They're going elsewhere. Your dream clients need you. While you're staying just 1 more year, your future self is getting further and further away. You're losing opportunity. And the truth is, the scariest part isn't actually leaving. The scariest part is staying. It's waking up 5 years from now and realizing you're in the same job, still waiting, still wondering those what ifs. That's the scariest part. Let's look at the other side of things. Let's look at what's possible if you were to go after this dream. I want you to, if you're not driving, if you're not walking, I want you to close your eyes. Don't do this if you're driving. Don't do this if you're walking. Don't do this if you're behind any kind of wheel. Okay. But if you're in a safe space where you can do this, I want you to close your eyes. All right. Imagine this. Imagine waking up excited about your day, not dreading it. You can't wait to get out of bed, put on your favorite outfit, and go run a business that you've been dreaming of. Imagine that you're working on something that actually matters to you. It's something that feels aligned with your values, your gifts, your purpose. It's aligned with all of those things. Imagine that you get to set your own schedule every day and that you can take time off without asking somebody for permission to do so. Imagine you can literally work from anywhere, your living room couch, your bed, your home office, a local coffee shop, your best friend's house. Imagine you are making money doing something you absolutely love and realizing that it doesn't even feel hard, that you're not even scared anymore, and that it feels like freedom inside. Imagine feeling so proud of what you're building, so confident in yourself, energized, alive, more alive than ever before. And now imagine that you're looking back a year from now and thinking, why didn't I do this sooner? What was I thinking? Okay, now open your eyes. This is what happens when you get support. You get clarity on what business is actually soul aligned for you, not just a job replacement. You get a regulated nervous system so you can literally tolerate uncertainty if and when it happens, because it's going to. It's a part of entrepreneurship, let me tell you. When you get the right support, you have the ability to rewire any and all limiting beliefs that are inside of you that you might not be aware of that you're carrying. And when you get the right support, you get to literally step into that CEO energy. You get to embody that version of yourself. When you get the right support, you learn how to price yourself, how to price your products, how to price your services, your packages, how to sell your offers with confidence and not self-doubt. You learn how to set healthy and appropriate boundaries. You learn how to protect your energy and you avoid recreating that corporate burnout in your own business. You finally have the tools to avoid that. And you do it all with support, you guys, with a community of women, like-minded women who get it, who get you. And then you get that expert guidance and the accountability. It's so powerful. You don't have to figure all of this out alone. In fact, trying to do that, trying to figure it all out alone is literally what's going to keep you feeling stuck. That's not the right way to go about this. Okay. I mentioned this earlier and I want to talk a little bit more about it to you guys today. I want to introduce you to the quantum shift method. This is your solution to all the problems I mentioned before. The quantum shift method is my group coaching program that I am launching in February of this year. And if everything that I've said so far resonates, then I want to tell you, I created this program specifically for women like you. It's a 5-month group coaching program that is literally designed to take you from burned out corporate employee to thriving soul-led entrepreneur. It's 20 weeks total with step-by-step guidance from myself. It goes from February through June. There will be weekly lessons emailed to you, both in written form and video form, delivered to you every Monday. You will receive bi-weekly 90-minute live calls with me, so 10 calls total. These calls include teaching, integration, and live coaching with me. You also will get bonus expert calls on other topics such as human design, emotion code, glamour magic, branding, money mindset, I'll be bringing in some bonus experts to talk about these topics. You also will be learning amongst a community of women who are on the same journey as you. So you won't be alone. You will walk out of this program with potentially 14 other women who have your back, who are cheering you along, who want the same thing for you that they want for themselves. So just to give you an idea of what we all cover in this 20-week program, the first part, that first week, is just the foundation. I help you to connect with your future self. I help you to gain clarity on your soul aligned business. I help you to start beginning to regulate your nervous system to ultimately prepare you for taking that leap. We then do some mindset mastery. So I work with you on starting to rewire those limiting beliefs that you're carrying so that you can totally reprogram your subconscious mind, which what I'm trying to do is get you to shift from scarcity mindset to abundance mindset. We then move into business essentials. So I help you with your business plan, defining your ideal client or ideal customer. I help you with pricing your offers. I help you with creating an action plan, potentially while you're still employed. Okay. We then move into embodiment and visibility. So I really help you do some identity work so that you can truly step into that CEO energy. And like I mentioned before, set appropriate boundaries, show up authentically, and overcome any imposter syndrome that you might be carrying. We then move into the last part of the program, which is what I call the quantum leap. So we plan your exit strategy. We discuss building sustainable systems for your business. I give you tools to be able to manifest your clients, to manifest money, your ideal income, and we set up what those next 90 days need to look like for you. While all of this may sound scary AF, and I understand that because you're still carrying those limiting beliefs, I want you to understand that what makes my program different from others is that it's not just business strategy, okay? It's mindset, nervous system regulation, energetic alignment, and soul-led strategy, all put together under one roof. You're not just learning how to start a business. It's so much more than that, you guys. You are becoming the version of yourself who thrives as an entrepreneur. You get both the tactical steps and the inner work because I do believe that both are required. Let's talk about the investment part of this. Okay. I don't like to use the word cost because what it is, it's an investment in your future self. The full price of this program is $6,666. I like to do angel numbers because it feels aligned for me. What the angel number 6666 represents is balance, harmony, and alignment. It's a big part of the reason why I chose this, besides the fact of all of the value behind what I put into this program. For those of you that are scared by that cost, there are payment plan options available. I have 2 payment plan options for you. You can do 3 payments of $2,222. That would be over the first 3 months of the program. You can also do a 6-month payment plan, which would be 6 monthly payments of $1,111. If you go with those 2 options, you are paying slightly more. You're actually getting a discount if you pay in full. And I am doing a webinar to kickstart this program. So if you hop on the webinar, you get an early bird pricing that gets mentioned in the webinar. Okay. If you're intrigued by this, I want to share how to know if this program is for you or not. So if you're currently in corporate and you know you're meant for more, this program is for you. If you have a business idea or currently have a side hustle, or maybe just the inklings of one, but you don't know where to start, this program is for you. If you're terrified to leave, but you're actually more terrified of staying put, this program is for you. If you're willing to do the inner work, the mindset shift, the nervous system regulation, the subconscious reprogramming, then this program is for you. If you're ready to invest in yourself and commit to this process, this program is for you. If you want support, not just information, you want a community, accountability, and expert guidance, this program is meant for you. However, I want you to know, this program is not for you if you're wanting a quick fix or a get rich quick scheme. That's not what I'm doing here. Okay. This program is not for you if you're not willing to do the inner work. because I do believe that's required to build a sustainable business. This program is not for you if you're not ready to take action, even small, messy action. And this program is not for you if you want someone to just do it all for you instead of guiding you through it. Okay? If any of that sounds like you, then this program is not meant for you. All right. If you are intrigued by anything that I shared, check out my website or DM me. If we need to set up a clarity call, I'm happy to do that. I want you to remember that you don't have to stay stuck. That is a choice you are making. You don't have to figure this out all alone. You get to do this with support. You don't have to keep waiting for the perfect time. There is no perfect time. There's no such thing, okay? You're waiting for nothing. And I really want to empower you. The version of you that's ready to make this leap, she's already inside of you. She's been there all along. She's literally just waiting for you to say yes and to make the investment, okay? So if this episode resonated, if you felt seen, if you felt heard, and if you're tired of waiting, this is your nudge. This is your sign. The quantum shift method starts in February, and I am accepting applications. I'm accepting registrants now. So if you want to apply, head to the link in my show notes, click on the tab, How to Work with Me, scroll down to the quantum shift method. We start mid-February, and I am only allowing 15 people in at a time because I want to keep it intimate enough that people are comfortable being vulnerable, but I want a decent amount so you're getting plenty of support. There needs to be a decent sized community so you don't feel completely alone, okay? But I'm really going for a high touch, intimate group. When you apply, I'll send you a short questionnaire once you add yourself to the waitlist. That way I can make sure that this program is the right fit for you. We could also hop on a quick clarity call if we need to, talk about your goals, your fears, what you're wanting to create, things like that. But what I really want you to remember is, you guys, this is your year. We are in the year of the horse. Go after your dreams. This isn't about playing it safe anymore. This is your time, your quantum shift. I cannot wait to support you through it, you guys.